jugs that's in it now. Alright, temperature's back down to 199, so that's alright. Everything else is looking fine, except the transmission that I said that I was still a little nervous about doesn't seem to be working. You gonna try to put it in gear again? We got the thing idling and revving perfectly. He stopped over just to grab the engine hoist and engine stand for Jack Black. So we decided to tinker on this thing a little bit. We're about to try to put it in gear and move it around a little bit. And nothing. That's reverse. Nothing. Forward, nothing. And I did look under to make sure the cable's shifting it. It's moving the comb into everything, so it just has 4 neutrals. So it's looking like we're going to have to take this over to the shop. We'll put it up on the hoist and pull the transmission out and find out if the owner wants to have this one rebuilt or find another one. It'd be ideal to just have this one rebuilt. That way we know it's all good. But everything else is seeming fine. Just need some more coolant for it. This thing's sucking it down. Got the oil leak fixed. I said earlier, or on one of the last videos, that it's only been like a month or month and a half, so I'm sure I missed things. There wasn't even a gasket on that valve cover.
Oh.
So I pulled it off and I was like, oh, well, there we go.
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference.
We're pretty sure we found the source of the rattling. It doesn't look like it was the power steering pump. There was a bolt loose for the alternator bracket. Power steering seems to work great. It turns nice and easy. Really, the only issue now is just the transmission, and then I just gotta like put the speedo cable in, put the dash back together, and drive it and tune it. People were concerned about this fuel line getting hot. We had this thing sitting here idling for, what, 10 minutes at least? Well, I could look at the scanner. Almost 20 minutes. It says 18 minutes here on the scanner. So 20 minutes, the engine got up to 230 a couple times. If it was gonna get hot, I think sitting here for almost 20 minutes with no airflow. So that fuel line's not a concern at all. So we just got the Camaro to the OG shop so we can throw it up on the hoist and diagnose some things with the transmission. Now I did speak with the owner of the car. He said he's totally fine with just yanking it out and having it rebuilt. Not a big deal to him. But I do want to investigate a few things a little bit just to kind of know what is wrong. So I don't know a ton about transmissions because, I mean, they're not engines, they're not turbos, they're not chassis and suspension work, they're not cool. Which is kind of a shitty thing to say. I'm trying to learn some more about transmissions, but I don't know a ton. But I do know a couple things I can check real quick. First thing I'm going to do is pull off one of these lines and just kind of set it in a bottle and see. And try to start the engine and see if the pump is pumping. Because that'll be kind of a telltale thing. You'll be able to tell fairly quickly if that is broken or what's up with that. If it's pumping, there's something else I want to check once we get the car up. Turbo 350s have like this little S-clip that is part of the shift linkage, and those have a tendency to fall out sometimes. So there is a chance, although seeing how it went into neutral there from park, I don't think that that fell out. But there was a chance that that thing fell out, and the cable could be shifting it on the outside, but internally nothing's getting moved. But since it went into neutral, I don't think that's the case with that. It could be a few things. Could be the converters, total junk. I'm pretty sure it's seated all the way in. When I put it in, I felt the 3 clicks, and then when I bolted it up to the engine, it did not come out that far. So I'm pretty confident that that's all okay, like as far as how it was installed. But there could be something internally wrong with the converter. And this is a total mystery transmission. The guy who owns the car said that the guy he bought the car from threw it in, and we know nothing about it. So that's why he was okay with getting it rebuilt, just that way we know it's starting at 0 miles, everything's good. But like I said, I want to start here. Definitely gonna have to throw a charger on the battery, and then I'll just disconnect that. Hopefully it fires up, or it should be able to at least crank over enough to see if it starts pumping. If it doesn't, then we'll kind of know transmission's still gonna have to come out. At least then we'll have an idea on what to tell the transmission guy when we drop it off. So I'm gonna get to work on that. It's dry as a bone. Alright, crank it over a bit. Although I think the pump's out because this line's dry as a bone. Yep, pretty sure it's the pump. It could be a converter engagement issue, but I don't think it is. Alright, got the converter unbolted to see if it'll slide back any further. I mean, it sounds like it's turning it.
Seems like there should be more to it. See how easy it turns.
I can see how easy it turns. So the converter's definitely far enough back because we can't get it to go any further back. I don't think that we had an issue where like the flex plate and stuff expanded and it went back too far and like it ballooned and took out a pump gear or something. I don't think that's what happened, but I definitely think that there's an issue with either the converter or the pump. Shit, we might be able to, if it can fit between the headers, which it's going to be close on this side.
I got a ways to go over here.
Alright, we need to go your side then, because we're touching. Alright, there we go. One turbo 350. Going this way, something feels a little weird. Like, it almost feels like there's a faint grinding if you go, like there's something broken. Alright, so we got the converter out and everything. Took a couple measurements just to make sure that this was fully engaged and making sure that it even could fully engage. And took a measurement up here to make sure that the distance was right for that stick out, and everything seems fine there. So it's kind of seeming like it's either a converter or a pump issue. We'll find out more down the road. I think we're pretty much at the point of just load it up and take it to Ray's.
Yeah.
Yep, so it looks like it's going to do it for today's video. We're just going to load the transmission up, take it to Ray. He's going to check it out, go through it, replace anything that needs replacing. Also, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll let you know what happened with it and what's wrong with it in some of the future videos. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you next time.